Good things come to those who wait. And no one knows that better than Ian McCarthy. He spends his life in expectation. In a world where the cars and food are fast, this is a place that rewards those who wait with beauty. Sunlight striking wet sand. A still sea reflecting the brooding sky. And in rare moments, a wildlife spectacle of breathtaking beauty. This natural wonder only happens on a handful of days each year. Days when wildlife, weather and tide come together in a Norfolk Rhapsody. The sights and sounds of summer are long gone, but it suits Ian down to the ground.
Personally, beach holidays aren't for me. I'd much rather come here in the winter. Often you can have a grey, dull day. It's raining, the mud's grey, the birds are grey, the sky's grey. But it has its rewards.
It may be the seaside without the sun, but for a wildlife cameraman, it's the only time to come.
It's so much more alive, it's so much wilder. That's when tens of thousands of birds come down to winter from the high Arctic. So you can keep your kiss-me-quick hats, really.
For Ian, the ultimate seaside attraction is the huge number of wading birds drawn to this coast each winter in search of something special. As the tide recedes, it reveals something vital for those winter visitors. Lots and lots of mud. And Norfolk's Wash, one of our biggest estuaries, is not in short supply.
It tends to make you feel rather insignificant and rather small when you're out in it, but I find that it lifts my spirits. It has a real wildness about it which attracts me. It's kind of life-affirming.
At low tide, the Wash is a vast wilderness that belongs only to Mother Nature.
It's such a big landscape that people don't realise just how rich it is. It looks empty and barren, but it's full of life, mostly under the mud.
It's the life in the mud which attracts the birds. They've spent summer amongst the wolves and polar bears in the Arctic. But in the winter, plovers, knot, sanderling, curlew, and a host of others come here to escape the unbearable Arctic winter. Compared to the frozen tundra, a few months knee-deep in Norfolk mud never looked so appealing. So the birds are out there, but it's hardly a spectacle. The mud brings them here from the Arctic, but something else brings them together.
What governs their lives is the tides. Twice a day, they sweep in and then sweep out again. And so day and night doesn't really mean so much to them. That means that you have to adapt to their timetable.
And it's the tide sweeping in that changes everything.
The tide is a pretty awesome force. It's an unstoppable force. It doesn't move very fast, but it has tremendous power. When you see the great wall of water and the birds are pushed in, you begin to realize just how many birds there are out there. On the big tides, when all of the mud is covered, then you really feel the spectacle of the place. Tens of thousands of knots concentrate into great wheeling flocks. They have to find somewhere safe to rest and sleep.
There's nothing to do but wait for the tide to turn.
And although most of them are sleeping, in the flock there's always a few eyes watching.
All these birds in one place are vulnerable, and it only takes one to think there's trouble for the whole flock to get restless. They're never still for long.
And sometimes you can get predators attracted to those big groups of waders. Quite often I've seen peregrines come in, and then all hell breaks loose.
Each knot tries to hide inside the flock. It's very hard when you're faced by a wall of twisting and turning birds to single one out. The flock is a safe place to be.
Truly a sight worth waiting for.
Usually I love it, and sometimes when the weather's awful, I don't love it quite so much. But then the sun can break through, and it's like a different planet, almost a magical land of golds and silvers.
I think if you have to wait for something as well, when it does happen, yeah, it's very special. You really value that moment. I don't know, it's like the world's new again somehow. There's a freshness about it as dawn comes. I love to feel I've earned my breakfast. You know, that lovely feeling when you've been out and you've worked hard and you think, I've earned this full English breakfast.
Time to call it a day. Until the next performance of the Norfolk Rhapsody.